the aisle. The Republican congressman from the state of Georgia, Congressman Rich McCormick, joins us live from the passenger seat. And we appreciate you joining us once again here on the Hill. The congressman is on the Foreign Affairs and Armed Services Committee. All right, I'm guessing you heard a little bit there from your Democratic colleague. Let's start with Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism. Need it or no?
Yeah. Well, the big thing we need to realize that they are enemy combatants towards Ukraine. They invaded a country. This is very much to our strategic disadvantage. I think we should do everything we can to punish them economically, to make this very hard on them so they don't continue this bad behavior. And so we set an example that China doesn't get encouraged to invade Taiwan. Declaring them as a state terror, I don't know, that might be a little bit overreach. We can do the same things we need to do to punish them for their bad behavior without actually declaring them a terrorist nation. It is one person that's driving this policy. It's Putin. What he needs to be, what we need to do is punish that behavior, and otherwise the rest is just rhetoric.
Got it. I hear you essentially saying the same thing as your Democratic colleague. Let me ask you, Congressman, about a story that is on thehill.com right now. And here's the headline, quote, "Firestorm erupts over requiring women to sign up for the military draft." Now, this, of course, is hypothetical, but this is suddenly becoming an issue in the key Senate race in the state of Nevada. You served, Congressman. I wonder what you make of it. If this ever gets to a case where we need a draft, should women be required to sign up?
That's a good question. This is something our society is evolving on. I've talked to my colleagues on the Republican side about this specifically. It's kind of split. Now, I'm a guy who understands that many other nations require their females to serve, including Israel. That eventually, I think we will be at that point, and we literally have combat arms now open up to women. Leadership positions of all sorts open up to women. They want equal standards. They want to, Mike Waltz basically pushed a bill requiring equal standards for equal jobs. In other words, if you're going to be in special forces, you got to be able to lift your pack, follow the same rules, same regulations. You have to be able to physically carry your load in order to be in these forces. The question is, do we want our women drafted? A lot of people say over my dead body, or no way, no how. But quite frankly, think about the future of America. If you want to have the ability to, let's say, determine what sex you are, come in the military, get transitioned, how many people are going to get drafted as men and then transition to female and then get out on the same premise? I mean, we have an upside down society right now.
That would be such a small amount, wouldn't it?
Go ahead.
I think you froze there. I was going to say that would be such a small amount, though, right?
Of course, but the whole point of this is, do we want real equality? Do we want women to be able to serve in military in the same capacity? And if they are going to serve in the same capacity with the same rules, would they be drafted also? Now, I'm not saying we should or shouldn't. I'm just saying this is something we should discuss openly. Okay. I personally don't think it's the right time, but I think the Senate brought this up. It was not in the congressional bill. This is on the Senate, and they got to debate this themselves. But I don't think American society is ready for it yet.
All right, we'll leave it there, and joining us from the car. So we do appreciate you, Congressman, dialing in.